Hey everyone, and welcome back to Rev Lexus. I'm Thomas, and today you join me with the 2024 Lexus LBX Original Edition. So this is a top tier, top trim version of the Lexus LBX. Still uses the same 1.5 litre 3-cylinder, producing about 134 brake horsepower. But I wanted to show it because A, it's two-tone, B, it's got the sonic copper paint, and I think it just looks fantastic in this sunshine, which is also rare to see in the UK. Now, all that power goes through an ECVT transmission, and you have the option for front wheel drive or all wheel drive. This one is a front wheel drive car. 0 to 60 is about 9.2 seconds, and emissions for this car is about 104 grams per kilometre of CO2, 61 miles per gallon claimed, but it's getting very close to that in real world driving today. Top speed is 106 miles per hour, so a little bit more than what we've seen on the Lexus RZ, which I think tops out at 99. Now you might be wondering how much this car cost, and staggeringly this car is £40,000 and £5, so it's just over the luxury car tax by £5. So that's crazy. So here we have the Lexus LBX. What do you guys think of it? Dimensionally, you're looking about 4.19 metres in length, about 1.8 metres wide. Overall height's about 1.5 and your wheelbase is about 2.5. Looking about 1.2 tonnes, so it's not too much heavier than what you might see in a Toyota Yaris. And up front we've got things like these LED adaptive high beam headlights, and we've got the privacy glass along with that black roofline for the bitone. Also like these alloy wheels, I think they're quite a neat touch, being in that kind of black colour with the origami design. I have seen that previously on other models of the LBX I've reviewed with the kind of silver colour. This one's black, and they are 18-inch, which is nice to see as well in a small car. I'm just loving that metallic flake today. There's little Easter eggs, like you kind of see it says Lexus in the headlight there, and this has moved the new Lexus design language along with the Lexus LM and then the TX that we don't get here in the UK. As you can see, the front end, the spindle grill's kind of gone or kind of evolved into blending into the bumper a little bit more, and we've got that kind of happy face line going across the bonnet. That is black plastic. It's not like the LFA or the LC with it going into the engine bay, but hey ho. Move around to the side of the car. Do you know it's pretty nice? It's quite handsome. Now there's a couple of design details here I want to show you. One is you can maybe see that black bit down in the rocker panel. Just down below here you've got the black wheel arches, or kind of the anthracite dark grey colour around it to give it the rugged appearance. But we've also got these little streaks in the C-pillar here. They kind of look like blinds to me or something. I don't know the way the pattern is, but yeah, they're quite a unique novel design on the C-pillar. Now, we've seen the cars maybe like the Audi Q2 where they painted that silver. In this car, they've got little lines on them. Move around to the rear, the Lexus lets you know you're driving the original edition with this little badge here, and it says Lexus spelled out on the back. Now, all LBXs are hybrid here at the moment. There's no Monzo RR version or anything cool like that. So at the moment, it's just badged LBX. Now, the boot space in this car is pretty generous. You're going to be seeing about 994 litres at max capacity, but let me open it up so you can see for yourself. This one is electrically powered and is a decent size, you know, as is. It's a little bit more user friendly than the UX, so if you're looking to carry a dog, I would say get the LBX over the UX if you're looking for a small Lexus crossover. Now the UX is going to be a little bit more powerful out in the road and a little bit better performing, but for around town driving, this is where it's at, and you've got the bigger boot, so it really depends where your priorities lie. But yeah, I like the fact we've even got a physical parcel shelf here. But that's quite nice as well. Going is like the little fabric one you may see, but there's not too much under here. This is what you see underneath. You see a little bit of toolkit, but yeah, there's not too much going on. You do have some nice tie-down hooks, which is nice to see, and it is squared off, and of course electronically closing, which is a nice neat touch. Now open the back door. As I just want to show you this car. It does have the Lexus handles, which we have seen previous models, so the little actuator button there doesn't physically pull open. And as you can see, the opening's not the widest, but it is slightly smaller in terms of class and dimension that it sits on, it's more like Yaris size rather than, say for example, Corolla size or something if you're looking at Toyota lineup. So the rear legroom is a little bit neat, but I do like the fact this one has got this kind of blend of leather with the kind of Alcantara looking material inside. Now I'm 5'11", just like the other LBX I drove. Knee room is not fantastic. Headroom is not amazing either. It's fine, like I can fit behind myself and it's fine. It's just not amazing, but it's maybe a thing for short journeys or young children or something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't really have teenagers back here for long drives. It's not a big friendly car like so. But the materials back here are nice and they're plush enough, but there's just not really any amenities. There's charge ports, there's one mat pocket. I keep calling them mat pockets, bit of storage under behind the seat there, and that's about it. There's no armrest, there's nothing like that back here, but overall fairly fine for a small car. So go ahead, jump inside again, same as the back. Door handles, little actuator pops open, and we're greeted with a door card that's got a nice fabric material here, a little silver trim, door switches, all modern Lexus, so they're all flat, there's no little raised bit for your finger to tell you what one's a driver, but we do have manual override for fold or leave it on auto. And yeah, there's your electric button for unlocking the car, or again mechanical override. You can pull that twice and that will override it, but a lot of Lexuses are doing that now. And you have got a little bit of a cup holder here. This one does have electric seats, so you can see adjust that in multiple ways, same as your lumbar support. I do like the fact we've got Lexus on the floor mat here, and we've got a little bit of storage underneath. So under here you're able to get 12-volt power outlet and a USB-C, so you can maybe charge your phone or something under there. So being the original edition, we also have the little original edition Lexus LBX plaque screwed onto the dash here. This gives it a little bit unique character. It does have this kind of Alcantara suede material running across the dash and down the side here, which is quite nice to see. Same on the door card right up to the centre of the dash here. We do have a visor, little vanity light and mirror. You know, plastic here, but that's fine, wipeable. We do have the same touch capacitive lights which we've seen in other Lexus products, and that's nice to see here. We do have a relatively frameless visor mirror up here for your rear visibility, and we do have your little infotainment screen in here now. Now this little screen runs off the same user interface and technology that we've seen in other Lexus and Toyota's products. Just this particular car has the 12.3-inch screen up here up front, and then this little screen here, which I believe is about 10 inches, and this is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto friendly, so you can go through things. Getting 59.6 miles to the gallon, that's not far off the 61 claimed MPG. That's quite impressive for this car. Now, we've got a nice wee blend of buttons down here, similar to what we've seen in other Lexus and Toyota products. Down here is where you're physically able to control, like the direction of airflow, heated seats in this case. Touch of a button can turn them on, so leave it on auto, let the car work it out. Same as your fan speed, you can touch that, direct that across quickly, or have it somewhere wherever you want it to be. Now I like the fact we've got this little bit here that you can dial up and down just to gauge if you want soft increments for your temperature. We do have a volume knob, which I'm not going to put that on today, but we do have that here. And then you've got your USB-C charger hazards button here for your camera. Let that spin around the other Lexus products. And then your parking camera there as well. Down below that we do have a wireless charger here. As you can see, we've got enough room for car keys and a bottle of water that just wants to say hello. This little gear selector here that's familiar with other Lexus products. What you do is foot in, all the way forward for reverse, and then towards you and down for drive. Being a wee hybrid, you're just going to probably leave that in normal drive mode. And then down here you've got EV mode, eco mode, which turns that on. There's no like sports mode or anything, it's just normal or eco mode. And then you can turn traction control off and have an EV mode. If there's enough battery in there, it'll probably give you about a mile's worth. Second cup holder under here, and we can slide this back like so. And cabin quality is premium, and the passenger does have an air vent, two in the middle, and the driver's got one over here. They're quite uniform, it's the same kind of shape going throughout the cabin, aesthetically pleasing, and there's a nice blend of materials all around. Now, this being the original edition, we do have the heads-up display, and what happens here is you run your fingers over this here, and you can probably see that pop up. You can see things like command and all that. What it means is these buttons can do different things depending on what mode you're in. Same on the right hand side, haptic feedback, run your finger over it, can change the cruise control or change the display, if you want to change the angle of your heads-up display. So that's quite a handy feature just to do so here. The gauge cluster itself, nice and easy to see. There's not too much again to see on here, but it's clear, it's visible, and all the information. The main thing you want to see is your speeds, so that's digitally input there, and then your tachometer going around it. But again, being a 1.5 petrol hybrid, you're not going to have to worry about that too much. And you can see with our fuel tank here, we've got about 215 miles of range, which is pretty impressive in my eyes. This car does have a 36 litre fuel tank, so you could probably imagine, again, if that was full, probably about 340 litres, sorry, 340 miles on a full tank. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video on the Lexus LBX. I know it's short and sweet and it's not a full review because I've driven it a few times now, so please check out the channel for the full review, but I did want to show you the original version because how can you not, it's such a nice car. Thank you for watching. Ciao.